With your Curve Duo, you should have received two packages, one of which has your Curve Duo column set with the base and the columns, and the other one should be the case that has the Mobile Max inside of it with a soft shell case. We're going to go ahead and unwrap these so you can see what they look like. After unwrapped, we have the column and base set that's in a very hard shelled case, SKB case. We also have the Mobile Max, which comes in a nice handy carry-on bag. It's soft, cloth is on the outside. There's a zipper on the front side of your Mobile Max, where you can put cables or whatever you want to put inside of it there. There's also a handle. And also coming with the case, which we'll look in a little bit, there is a ring on this side and ring on this side to put a shoulder strap on. On the SKB case, you will notice handles on 3 of the sides, and there's the left side here. Additionally, there's a handle that pulls out, so when you are carrying this or rolling this, you'll see that that function will be shown in just a second. There is another handle here, of which you can use to carry the case, and a handle on this side. So technically you have handles on 3 sides, and here are where the wheels are, which this enables you to roll the case when transporting to events. You will also see latches, one on this side, 3 on the front, as well as 1 on the right-hand side here. These are what you will need to use to secure the case closed when transporting your Curve Duo column and base set. We're going to go ahead and open up the SKB case. It's simple as unlocking that latch, this latch, center latch, that latch there, as well as this latch. And now, once all these 3 are lifted up, you should be able to open up your case. As you can see, we have the Curve Duo column set and base in the case with certain pieces of foam. These pieces of foam are there to protect your equipment from moving around while transporting it. When we close the top, it will actually press up against the foam and create a nice secure fit for the equipment. Let's go ahead and take our foam pieces off and see what we got. We've got one piece of foam there. Another foam takes this off. This is your base. This is where the column will be built. And as you can see, on this side is this white. This is the undercarriage or the underneath part of your column base set. You can see that there are feet here, and these feet are really good because they allow enough space under if you're going to be doing any wiring on the floor. We'll show that in a little bit, but these help protect from sliding, also maintain balance, as well as allow for cords to come under the booth if you're doing any wiring. Our next layer is another layer of foam. This goes in between your base and your column set. Please be sure to use this every time that you repack your Curve Duo. Now we'll go ahead and take this off. As you can see, underneath here, depending upon what you purchased, you may have your batteries, which are the Max Design approved batteries for the Curve Duo. Additionally, we have the middle column, the base column, and the head unit where your Mobile Max will sit on when you're operating your photo booth. We've taken everything off the table, and we're going to assemble parts of the column on this table here. This is the base plate. Obviously, the feet are face down, so you have a nice flat surface here. I'm not going to take off the protective film for now. I'll do that at a later time. But you'll have certain spots that the column will fit in, as well as we'll take a closer look in a second. The latching system hooks are right here, which we're going to attach the bottom column to the base. Here is the bottom column. There is a nice Velcroed piece of opaque plastic, which has the Velcro strips on each side of this here. We'll be taking this off here shortly. And here's the inside of the column itself. As you can see, they will come with the latches taped on there so that they won't come undone and we don't have parts flying around during transportation. These are the actual clips or clamps that are going to clip to the bottom of the base of your Curve Duo. Additionally, at the top, we have similar clamps, which are going to allow you to clip the middle part of the column to the base column. All right, I have went ahead and removed the tape from the top two as well. I had to use scissors because, well, I have really big fingers, and sometimes it's okay to pull out a tool to help you get the tape off of these clamps. These clamps are adjustable. When they come in, these little parts right here, you can turn left or right, right to tight, left to loose. And this is important because you want to be able to make sure you hear a nice little snap when adjusting and attaching these to the base. So let's see how that looks. Okay, the clamps are now in line to be fastened to the hooks in the bottom of the base. As you can see, we have a nice flush line here. Not sure if you can see it, but it's flush. You need to make sure this is always flush before tightening and enacting the clamps. We're gonna go ahead and put the clamp on. And I didn't hear a snap, so we're gonna have to adjust these. Let's check the other one. They're not lined up. All right, so we're gonna have to show you how to adjust these because they are not lined up properly to hear that snap. And when you hear the snap, that means that this is secured properly. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and see if those turns worked. Again, we turn our screws about 3 times every time we try it on, and we do it so that we're not gonna over tighten it. And what we're looking for is a snap sound. A very easy push and a snap sound will let you know that you've adjusted these clamps properly. So let's see what we got. It's on. That's a snap. This one, that's a snap. So we're good to go. And you're going to want to proceed the same way with the rest of the columns. To get those all set up, you should never have to really turn them too much again, maybe just once or twice just to adjust at every event. I've gone ahead and removed our tape off of the clamps themselves. As you can see, there's some tape here. Let's throw that away. We don't need those anymore. Same thing that we did with the bottom column. We're going to have to adjust these as well, but your middle column will fit on top of the bottom column like that, and then you're going to want to clamp them. Let's see if these are ready to go. Nope, not quite. So we're going to adjust those. I'm going to do 2, 3, 4, 5 clamp turns on the screws, and then we'll get that so we hear a nice snap sound when we attach the middle column to the bottom column. Okay, I went ahead and I've adjusted my clamps. As you can see, they're right there. They're going to want to go on these little hooks here. So you'll see same thing on the other side. This is what's going to go on here. And I can do this with one hand. I put it right over here. And one here, just kind of a little bit of a snap. So that's good. Same thing on the other side. I'm going to put that in there. Bring it down a little bit. All right, you ready? Should hear a snap. That's it. And over here is our top head of the Curve Duo column. This is what the Mobile Max is going to sit on. There are 2 sides to the head of the Curve Duo. This is the back side here. This is where you're going to probably put your battery case. That's going to charge up your Mobile Max or bring wires up or bring wires down through the column. And this is the front plate here. This is where the Mobile Max itself will sit in. This is front facing. So this is what's going to face your guests as they get their pictures taken. There's some soft, nice cushioning here to protect your Mobile Max. Always good to have in hand. And of course, your new Curve Duos will have a little hole here, which you can screw in the Mobile Max and make sure that it's secure so nobody can run away with it. This is good if you're going to have kids around who may want to try and pick it up and play with it, or if you're going to do a drop-off booth. And you'll see in the back side here is also where the hole is, where you can actually lock your Mobile Max head into this part of the Curve Duo column. All right, so as you can see here, this is the head of the Curve Duo column. I have not latched it in just quite yet. I'm gonna take that out there. I have pre-adjusted my screws on the Curve Duo column in this section here that's gonna connect. Again, we have these latches right here that you can see they're gonna latch onto. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put my head in. Again, this is the side facing our customers. And we wanna hear those snaps. That's 1 and 2. And we are complete. Our base, our column set is now ready to go. And the next part is just to get the Mobile Max section put onto our Curve Duo column set. Here is our Mobile Max carrying case. As we've discussed before, there are handles on the top. As well, inside I'm going to find a strap which we can use as a shoulder strap. On the top is a nice pouch that is zipper closed. You can put wires and batteries, whatever else you want to put in there, business cards. And then we simply open up our side there, use the zippers, and we open up, and look at that. We've got a Mobile Max in here. The Mobile Max is inside here. Of course, it does not come with the iPad. I'm going to have to install that iPad in there myself. That will be a separate video. But as you can see, we've got that nice, ready to go. And I'll show you really quick in just a second how this goes on to the Curve Duo column and base system. This section right here on the back of your Mobile Max is where the actual head unit of the Curve Duo column set is going to fit snugly, so that way it can be attached to the Curve Duo column case. You have a cord in the back here, which will pull back, and when you put it in, it'll be nice and snug, just like that. All right, the Mobile Max is now on the stand. As you can see, it fits nice and snug. Over here in this area, there is a gap between the handle and the Mobile Max head unit itself. That is where you're going to slide it on to the Curve Duo column. And as I mentioned before, there's now a screw that we added that comes with your Mobile Max and your Curve Duo that you screw right in here. And this keeps it from being able to be stolen or taken away or moved during events. You're done assembling your Mobile Max on top of your Curve Duo column set. You'll have an official mobile Curve Duo photo booth ready to go. You just now need to get your iPad in there, connect your software, get a battery, and you're ready to go for events.